The human psyche likes to label the heroes and the villains of the world. Most typically, we have our comic book superheroes and supervillains. Good versus evil, light versus dark. We like to emulate our heroes, we dress like them, talk like them, and act like them. The same is true of the investment world. Let's talk about our investment superheroes. Welcome to another episode of Money Matters. Who are these heroes then? Well, there is Warren Buffett, an American investor, business tycoon, and philanthropist, and is considered one of the most successful investors in the world by many. There is Ray Dalio, an American billionaire investor and hedge fund manager, and founder of one of the largest hedge funds in the world. The latest name making the headlines, Cathie Wood, founder and CEO of ARK Invest, investment management firm, having found fame with a great run of late with a series of ARK ETFs and calling the market right on a number of times. They are just a few examples of our heroes because they manage to do what the average investor cannot. They outperform the market, and they inspire us to continue and try harder to make super returns from our investments. They are our guiding light, and for some, we literally buy what they buy. The problem is, it hasn't worked. Firstly, we have our own investment objectives. This includes our own investment time horizon, our own risk appetite, our own liquidity needs, to name but a few. For example, an investment superhero may be seeking capital gains over the long term, whilst an emulating investor may be seeking income during their retirement. You can see here that Warren Buffett's Snowflake, which is bought during its IPO, has he failed? Would his followers panic sell? Secondly, most investors have a far too short-term perspective and act like market speculators. Often we have little idea of what time horizon our superheroes have intended for a certain pick. We are often far too quick to judge and make impatient decisions based on emotion. Look at Cathie Wood's ARK Innovation ETF, seemingly in freefall at the time of writing this. Would her followers be able to hang on, or would they jump ship? Thirdly, any pick is carefully chosen to blend in with the portfolio. But does a superhero's pick blend in well with an investor's portfolio? For example, if an investor is already heavily invested in US tech, another US tech addition may be a terrible choice for their portfolio, leading to over-concentration in any one particular region or sector. You can see here iShares US technology ETF plummeting in recent times. And an investor already holding onto a lot of US tech will see their portfolio go into freefall, whereas a more diversified portfolio might be better suited for their needs. Fourthly, in many instances, we simply cannot emulate our superheroes' actions. We may not be able to buy at the exact time that they buy because it has happened already, in which case the price may already have risen significantly. We may not be able to buy at the price that they are buying at, even if we bought at the same time, let alone being able to buy at all. And finally, we may not have the funds to buy. Here are Berkshire Hathaway's holdings as at year-end 2020, of which an average investor may not be able to access all of these stocks, and even less chance at the same time they were purchased. Copying our superheroes does not work. Instead, we should take inspiration from their actions. We need to employ due diligence before we take action, and in some instances we have to decide not to follow suit. Remember that markets are dynamic and we must review our portfolios. On the other side of the coin, we must ensure that the portfolio is relevant to our personal goals. I refer you back to my previous example of capital gains versus income. So, luck favors those who have a plan and put in the hard work. There are no shortcuts. Let our heroes guide us but not lead us. We tread our own path to investment success. There will be dangers, temptations, and wrong turns. But there will also be easy rewards, hidden treasures, and light at the end of the tunnel. Persevere, adapt, and remain steadfast, and you may end up being your own investment superhero. Thank you for joining me on this episode. Let me know what other topics you would like to hear about in future videos. If you like the video, smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of Money Matters.